The Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. So, my wife and I are watching Ted Lasso for the third time. And there's a character, a soccer player in the program, Danny, from South America. And Danny's always running around saying, football is life. Well, I've modified that. I've modified that because what I understand is change is life. That's right, change is life. Life doesn't sit still. Life doesn't wait. Life is constantly changing, expanding, moving on. And you know that. You know that every moment things are different. Your body is different right now than it was a minute ago because a lot of cells have died, a lot of cells have been created to replace them. And so when you start thinking about it, change is inevitable because in our human form, what do we know? What is the one thing we know about our human experience? Well, it's that we're going to die. So there's change right there. And every moment we realize that the idea of death gives life meaning. It gives life meaning because you know you're going to die. So most people have no clue why they're on the planet. We can only guess. We don't know. It's an assumption. But here's the thing. You know you've got a body. You know you've got senses. And the senses of your body are interpreted by the brain. And the brain is programmed by the thoughts we've had. And we experience life. So wouldn't it be logical to assume that we're here to experience as much life as possible? And in order to experience as much life as possible, there must be change. Because change is always putting us in a position in the flow of a new idea, of a new circumstance, of a new sensation, of a new way of being. So change is actually for our own benefit, for our benefit to grow, for our benefit to become more, for our benefit to have a greater experience of life. And so when you get that, you can embody change and you go with it. You go with it so that in every moment of change, you ask yourself the question, how can I be love in the midst of the chaos? Because that's what change appears to be to us, because we want order. Well, guess what? Change is order. It's just not the order that we're seeking. We're seeking comfort. Well, we didn't come here to be comfortable. We came here to experience change. Why? Because we got senses, because we live in a world of duality. In a world of duality, there's got to be change. There cannot be anything else. And so people will say, well, I've got to be perfect. I can't make mistakes. No. Mistakes are supposed to be made. Because without mistakes, how do you know what you want? How do you know the contrast of a situation? How do you know to take one route versus another route? I believe that mistakes help us become more aware of our divine nature and our ability to experience a greater and a greater and a greater and a greater life. So Corey makes a very profound statement. I am changing. Well, he does say, I'm changeling. The fact of the matter is, you are changing and you can't stop it, because when you try to stop it, you're going against the flow. And when you're going against the flow is going to blow you away. Think about the change that the people in Maui, in Lahaina, and other parts of the island of Well are going through. They're having to learn how to pivot, how to let go of all of their belongings because they're gone. Unfortunately, some are going to have to let go of people that were very close to them because they didn't make it out. But everyone in Maui right now is at a pivot point. Do I go with the flow? Do I flow with the change? Or do I fight it? Pain comes from fighting. Moving forward, we have hope and we develop optimism. and we start taking action that moves us forward instead of action that keeps us stuck in the past. So many times in so many ways, we just don't realize that the change is to move us forward. When we're in a relationship and the relationship ends, the reason the relationship ended, it wasn't moving us forward. It was keeping us back. And it's no one's fault. It's no one's fault. Both people are there and have a contributing factor because it's energy. It's energy. But the fact of the matter is, if a relationship is not serving to support and grow you and allow you to share life and have fun while doing it, why be in a relationship? Because society says to? No. The greatest and most important relationship is the one you have with yourself. And how do you identify yourself with the infinite? That's the most important relationship. Once you establish that relationship, you then move that out into establishing relationships with others. Because here's a key thing. I said change is life, right? Relationships are all about change. You can't keep a relationship the same. You'll get bored. Johanna says humanity is changing. Our world is changing as we know it. Yeah, and it's changing fast. It's changing faster than it was in the past simply because of our social media. The way we get information faster than we ever have. Change is not really any faster than it's ever been. It's just that we see it differently. But things are constantly changing. And in the course of a day, you probably many different, hundreds of different people you are. But they're all you. You have the ability to go with the flow, to change with life, to be the highest expression of yourself in the midst of change. Or you have the ability to fight change and battle. I'm going to tell you, battling doesn't work. Conflict just causes you to engage, and it becomes a mutual war, whatever you're in conflict with. Find a way to move through the change to become the highest expression of love. It's the best I've got for you. You are love. You are meant to express love, and everyone around you is love, meant to express love. It's unfortunate, but it appears that most of us have forgotten. Love heals all. Love is the answer. Love is all there is. Be love. It's all you can be. And when you be love, you're going to flow with change as love. Until tomorrow, make it a great day. Oh, if you'd like, you can join us for one of our Agape gatherings today. It's Wednesday. We'll meet at 1:30 Central Time, and we'll meet again at 7 p.m. You get to choose which one you'd like to be. Let me tell you, thank you for being with me. I enjoy our time together. Make it a great day, because only you can. Aloha.